Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. I'm creating a layout using the July and August kit from Quirky Kits as part of their design team, and this layout has started with me using the Home Sweet Home cut file, which I've backed with some of the 12x12 pattern papers and papers from the Sweet Story 6x8 paper pad. So I've just taken a moment there to trim off some of the excess papers where it's been protruding behind my cut file and thinking about my photograph position. I've mounted my photo onto some white cardstock just to give it that little extra pop, and I'm using the same blue pattern paper that's behind some of the cut file to add another layer to my photo. I've cut a couple of the blue cameras out of the Amy Tan paper that was in the kit, and I'm using them just inside the O's in the Home Sweet Home cut file. I've popped it all on foam just to give it some dimension, and that just helps with the position of the photo, and I'm really liking how this is looking. Now the cut file's in position, I've cut some of the hearts out of the paper that came in the kit, and I'm using them to cluster to the left and the right of my photo. Again, just looking at a selection of the pattern, and I've kept to the blue tones that were in that paper. And I've cut a couple of the red cameras from the sheet before, also to bring the red back up to the top of my page. Although you can't see it that well here, the red just picks up the colour of my son's shorts in this photo, so it just brings the layout all together. So I'm adding in some further embellishments into those clusters. I've used the Amy Tan shaker embellishments, as well as a sticker that I had from my stash from the Sweet Story sticker collection, and adding in some additional Amy Tan puffy stickers, again keeping the colours to the blues and the reds in those clusters. So I'm auditioning a few bits and pieces around, and I'm really sorry you can't quite see the top of this page. Very new to filming layouts, and I'm just getting to grips with my setup on my desk and making sure that everything's in shot. So apologies that you can't see that so well. So I'm just distressing some of those hearts on the right hand side there to give them a little bit more dimension, and because the pattern is, the two of the pattern papers are so similar in colour, it just helps them stand out a little bit more. Just add in a couple more of those foam stickers from Amy Tan, bringing some of the red love hearts down onto my cut file, and just making sure there's a balance of colour across my page. As you can see, I'm looking for some additional stickers. I just feel like there's something more needed in those clusters. I've added a couple of hearts from my stash, but I do actually go back to this layout after I finish filming and add a couple more butterflies into each of those clusters. So I found a blue hot air balloon in one of the 6x8 papers. That's one of my favourite papers from that collection, and that's going just in the top left-hand cluster. Now adding that beautiful blue Nuvo drops into those clusters. So I'm just looking for some additional embellishments, and I'm looking through the die cuts that came in the kit. The colours just weren't right for what I was looking for, so in the end I put them to one side and call this layout complete. So that's the layout finished. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you want to take a look at this or any of my other layouts, please head on over to Instagram. You'll find me there at Zola28, and head on over to Quirky Kits to find some of the products that I've used in today's video. Thanks for joining me.